Hey guys, it's Dom and Alex again for season 9 of Rupaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race. We kind of hit a snag in season 8 because I was working on some really, really old hardware.
The 2011 MacBook Pro.
2012 MacBook Pro, which basically meant halfway through editing an episode, it would just iMovie just would say not today.
Nope.
And then would pretty much delete everything that I had worked on for 2 hours. And once it happened 3 times in a row, I was just kind of over it and we're done.
Fuck that.
We're done for the season because it's too much. 6 hours of no product, too much. Anyway,
okay,
so
but
we are back.
We're back.
We're back for
the
season 9.
best news that we have is that we're in the same country.
We're in the same country this year. If you haven't noticed already,
so if you don't know, like you don't have to.
Exactly. This is not a halfway, as evidenced by. I was like, same country, which means all the craziness, all the fabulousness with like less than a quarter of the technical issues.
Fucking time. And I didn't do anything. Last whatever we were, I did shit. I like would wake up and like record, but Alex had to do like all the legwork, and I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, it's like this is fantastic. I don't have to do anything except talk. So we're gonna give the reins at least for episode 1. Dominic's gonna get the reins for this one. We're actually here to talk about Meet the Queens.
Meet the Queens season 9.
Meet the Queens season 9, which I have to be honest. Yay, I'm glad you have notes because remembering all 13 names is just not happening for me right now.
So I get a notebook for that.
Right. She gave him $1.
I gave him $1.
So I gotta be honest. I was more excited for the season based on episode 1 than based on Meet the Queens.
Same. Because I feel like a lot of the queens in Meet the Queens, like, okay, so I was talking about Fox earlier. I don't know if, like, production gives them, like, a, hey, actually talk about yourself clause. Because I feel like in prior seasons, Meet the Queens, they were very much in character. And I feel like maybe, like, season 6 onward, that kind of slowed down a lot. And they were very much like, hey, this is my drag personality, and oh, this is me. My name is fucking David. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what your name is. I'll find that out during the fucking season if I like you. If I don't,
I will investigate.
Yeah, exactly. I will follow you on Instagram. I don't really need a lot of that, but I do love watching Meet the Queens. I love seeing what the queens are wearing in Meet the Queens because honestly, I don't care that much about you yet. I want to see what the fuck you got on.
Well,
I want to see your makeup. I
want to see your personality. And like back when Sharon Needles did it in season 4, it was very, due to nerve damage, I'm not able to be nervous about this competition. Season 4 is going to be canceled. Like there was such personality, and you could tell from the beginning who the front runners were going to be personality wise. I just said front runners, which means wine is down. So basically,
not me.
We're not seeing as much of that in the later seasons, and I'm wondering if it is intentional. If they're like, don't get too excited during this interview because some of them you're like, what?
What? Are you on fucking sedatives?
Are
you on benzodiazepines? Because here's the thing, same. But
are you on the lithium? So we gotta start with Aja.
Aja from Brooklyn.
Aja from Brooklyn, and there's the whole story about like Bollywood movie, la 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 la,
Aja. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I don't watch Bollywood movies unless there's something really cool, like a dance going on.
Pretty much. And that's fine. Just even explaining where she got her drag name from, I was just like, this would be more interesting if you sounded excited about anything.
I think the best thing that Aja said overall was that she's like an ratchet anime, which I'm like, same.
Let's see that.
But how is that what I know about you? And like, the most interesting thing about her doing that interview was like, her September ring was really cute.
Thank you. I knew you were going to point that out.
I mean, listen, notes.
There it is. I was like, it's in the Bible of Dominique, which means it's pertinent. So,
buy a notebook for $1.
For me, I was just like, I love in interviews when people are like, I'm really crazy and I'm really out there and I'm someone everyone's going to talk about. And I'm just like, I need you to show me that, like with anything with own personality. So I'm hoping she does show that, but I was just like, I had her as first one to go.
Me too.
And, nothing against her because it's only like a 2-minute interview. What do I know? Also, there's the immediate preface we should have mentioned earlier. These are opinions of 2 fans. What the hell do we know? So I had her booked as one of the first 3 to go.
Same here. I liked her look.
Yeah.
which was important because she's a drag queen, but I also was kind of like, I don't know if I really like you yet.
Not yet.
But like I said, like, that's why I always mention, like, do they tell them to, like, cut it down in the, I don't know.
Maybe.
Fuck if I know.
Moving on, we have Alexis Michelle.
Mm-hmm. I put Michelle because I couldn't understand her.
Like Alexis Famosho.
For show.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle.
I'm sorry, I give it to her. That was the best outfit out of all of them.
Excuse me, give me shoulders. Excuse me, give me diamonds. Excuse me, make it yellow. Excuse me, make it prism, bitch. Yes. That's what I want to... What the fuck else do I want to see? That's what I want to see.
Just everywhere. It's like... What was it? A stained glass factory just exploded all over her.
Yeah,
in
and
all the right ways.
and also, like, what I did like about her too is if you were like looking at her makeup very carefully, her lashes were just really beautiful. And like,
I was like, her eyebrows, purple eyebrows. This is hilarious.
This is Charlie from Boston and apparently London.
London.
I only wrote Old Lady Gang because there was no...
She's a golden girl.
No age given because Old Lady Gang, or I think my new thing is going to be timeless.
There you go.
The accent is confusing. It gives me a little, and here's the thing, you're from Boston and the UK, which means I feel like you've been hearing too many accents and you're going to sound like Madonna. But like, not Madonna before Ray of Light, but Madonna after Ray of Light. Where she got that accent where you're like,
and you were like, where
are you from? New York? Or Ontario? Like, shut up.
Well, Charlie's one of those ones where I'm like, you really need to have dual citizenship, because it's one of those ones where I'm like, I go to England once a year for a week. You should not have that accent. Anyway, that's my take. But I love the humor is what I liked.
The humor is what I liked about it. I liked the like kind of paper mache face.
Paper mache face, the whole diatribe about throwing the makeup into the fan and just like hoping for the best. That was fantastic.
That's what I do with my clothes. The contour was a little dark, and also this is a theme that I noticed that happened, and it started with you, bitch. Gloves? Are gloves a thing?
Was she wearing gloves?
Because it was like the outfit went like all reptile all the way down, and then like came out with the nails, but like her fingers were covered.
Okay. See, I just
so
spent
I
the whole
didn't know if they
time
were
going.
gloves or if it was the outfit, like went like H to T.
I just spent the whole time saying, that accent ain't London. That accent ain't.
What is she?
Where are you from? Okay, who's
I'm from Westchester.
I'm from Boston.
I'm from Westchester. Next, Eureka, and she had candle hair.
She did have candle hair.
And
Eureka,
I loved it so much.
I really want Eureka to do well based on Meet the Queens, purely because it's like I understand that drag, just like cosplay, just like most of society, it tends to be a skinny girl game. And I think that's dumb. I think everyone should be based on their talents and their merits. Shouldn't be based on size. So I want to see her do well.
Yes.
This is prior to watching the first episode.
Same
I
here,
still hope
where
she does well.
became so shady, but we're gonna go there.
We're gonna get there eventually. Yes.
What I did like is that she's like a bigger queen, but she's a dancing queen, because the thing is, like, I've danced my whole life and I have actually never been skinny. So like, just for her to actually like acknowledge, like, yes, this is the skinny girl's game, but also this is who I am.
I'm gonna
get yourself together. Also, she said that she's like a big girl queen that's entertaining on and off the stage, and all I could think in my head was, so are you gonna give me like a blowjob? Or...
I mean, look, there are different times. There are different ways to entertain people.
My mom watches this.
Mine doesn't, so lucky me. Who's that?
She raised me. Pheromone. Okay, you look like Courtney Act in that Meet the Queen.
She looks like Courtney Act.
Exactly like Courtney Act in the Meet the Queen.
You're not wrong. I felt like she looked a little bit like, what's her face? I thought she had a little bit of tchotchke going on.
Yeah.
Like softer
tchotchke because she didn't like contour so hard on the cheeks.
Exactly. So, like, if Courtney Act and Violet Chachki and I don't know, maybe like a hairless panda were to have like a baby. Pheromone. Getting to the interview.
Pheromone.
I'm like, we're from Vegas. Well, I'm from Vegas. You're from everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't find her interview to be particularly memorable.
It wasn't, and the thing that entertained me most about her interview is that I didn't know if her dress was latex, because she kept talking about fetish, and I was like, bitch, is your dress latex? Bitch, I think your dress is latex, and if it is, kudos to you.
Well, for me, I'm like, we got the fetish, and she kept mentioning fetish and the influence of fetish. And I'm like, I get it. I don't see it. But hopefully, if she sticks around long, because I have her leaving particularly early as well, I don't see her sticking around very long. If she does, I hope she incorporates that so it can be like, That's what she meant. Because I feel like for her, it's going to be like, oh, I've got nipple tassels. That's
yeah.
trash.
And I'm like, I hope that, like, you start being a little bit more Vegas and not saying you're Vegas, and also more gloves. She wore gloves.
I didn't mind her gloves.
The fucking gloves.
I didn't mind her gloves.
I'm not into gloves.
That's okay.
I don't know, maybe it's me. James Mansfield, that fucking voice, immediately I didn't like you. And the thing is, it's not that I don't like you, because I don't know you, because I'm a YouTube person, but also, what is that?
I think that's kind of like the attempt at what we were talking about earlier with the Sharon Needles is.
Yes.
With the
so
I want to say Beyond Del Rio,
with none
but
of
that
the
was
Alaskas.
Exactly. Like Alaska in her interview was very, I'm from the Glantron planet. Like, I think that was her attempt at doing it. It just didn't sell.
It didn't sell.
It didn't sell the way that the other ones do, and I think that's kind of what she was going for. I could be wrong. But it just didn't sell the way that the other ones did. But
she comes off as very inauthentic. And here's the thing, I get it. You're a drag queen. Like this is a character.
Sure.
But I feel like the best drag queens is where their character is a part of who they are.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that hers isn't. I'm just saying that it doesn't translate. At least in that very short interview.
Yeah.
Also, there was so much Tool.
It's kind of going for that Ben de la Creme kind of like quirky character kind of. But it wasn't anywhere near as endearing as
it was supposed to be Ben de la Creme meets Trixie Mattel meets Mickey Mouse. But
meets Mary Queen of Scots. Which is who I'm comparing everyone to for the rest of the season. Who's next?
Alright, Kamar Black was wearing a boob gauge.
Kamar Black.
Not in a hot way. It came off, like, she just came off very, like, her blonde was harsh and her wig was nappy. Which, I can't talk a whole lot of shit. But, like, it was very, like, blonde and black. So, like, blonde hair, but, like, the face was super dark. Her contouring was very dark. Her eyeliner was very dark. It was, like...
I think I'm gonna call her Chippendale for the rest of the season because her cheeks are huge.
And the thing
and
is...
gorgeous.
And gorgeous. Like, I actually don't understand the contour because you can tell bitch has cheekbones that I would fucking pay for.
I think her cheekbones might actually
be higher. They start, like, here.
They start higher than where her, eye starts.
They start where my weave closure is. And then they would come completely around. And I would pay for that.
And for me, it was super distracting. And she had to educate me. And even then, I'm like, girl, you got to figure out how to make that work. The lipstick didn't go all the way. The two lips did not connect lipstick-wise.
He's talking about, like, ladies, the under part of your lip, or queens. When you're putting your lipstick on and you don't take the time to kind of look at your mouth open.
So, and maybe because, like, if they had been doing interviews or photo shoots, like, maybe that wore off.
What her day looked like.
But I'm like, look, the queens that bring their lips all the way up to here, it was just distracting. I'm not going to say she should have sorted it out because, like I said, I've never been on Drag Race, so I'm not going to tell someone what they should have done. However, the entire time she was talking, I was like, she's pretty. Those lips. And then when I started paying attention again, and this is my main critique of her, I wasn't enthused. I didn't care.
Yeah,
I didn't find her interesting.
But also, I will give her this, like, from a person who, when they're speaking, is pretty monotone, unless I'm, like, yelling or just kind of the same note. And I think she has that going on, which is hard. Like, it's hard to be Khloe Kardashian and just have a monotone voice and not be helpful. So, I don't know if it was the voice that made me not care, or...
Well, I feel like there's a balance. If you're not...
don't care.
Could be that you just don't care.
It's 100% possible.
I feel as though if you're not going to be engaging and interesting to, like, watch, you need to bring your comedic game to the forefront or something. Because within seconds, I was like, pretty, but I'm
like,
alright.
I didn't like the wig because it was just very damaged. And, like, I get it. When you buy a human hair wig with lace front, that shit is not cheap. Like, I don't even wear wigs because I can't afford it. But okay, anyway, so Nina Bonina Brown, baby.
That purple
fucking reptile fucking sea monster
I don't even know.
Was great.
Purple avatar.
Perfect. She was painted, not just her face, but her fucking body was painted.
Correct.
The outfit was perfect.
Correct.
The fucking gills.
Correct.
She got gills, and I can't tell that they're applique, which is
correct.
Which is fucking makeup skill.
Correct.
Like, that is real shit.
I love the whole Nina Bonina, Afghanistan, Shalaka Lekam Lekam, Osama bin Laden, Smith's, Albertsons, Walmart. Like, I love it.
And, like, even her dress, which, I mean, okay, like, no shade. It was a little bit of a doily dress, but the color was perfection, especially against the makeup. Like when you had the dress and it went straight to, it was like,
when you do like a reddish purple next to a bluish purple, that can go so south
bad.
so quickly, and it did not for her. When she said her quote was, "I can't be described as one thing," I was like, well,
purple alien bitch.
I look forward to seeing
it so much.
I look forward to seeing more from her.
I mean, just the makeup skill in and of itself.
Period.
Peppermint, I like the gum.
So peppermint. I think I recently
I don't know what peppermint is.
I watched a video recently where Bob the Drag Queen talked about peppermint. So I think I came in with my expectations a little high for her, and I kind of felt like, okay, she's pretty.
Okay, she's pretty, but also but wasn't her wig? Okay, I feel like Delta Work wore that wig in her season. Listen, no, fuck you, no shade. Delta Work wore that wig, and I saw it, and I just have to find the episode, and I'm gonna tell you guys which episode she wore it in, so that I could be right or wrong. It doesn't matter. But like, she kind of had like the old school pageant queen, and is she trans?
Apparently.
So she's trans. So
apparently the boobs are real.
Well, the boobs are real.
Good for her. More power to you. We appreciate trans rights.
I love my trans girls. So and the things I don't think it's different. I remember, and this is not even being funny, that one of the rules for the season
for the show
was that you did have to be a drag queen and could not be a transgender person, because isn't there a girl, a woman, who was on the show originally, and then when she finally got off the show, she actually was able to fully transition.
There have been a couple of those.
Yeah,
there have been a couple. Jiggly Caliente transitioned.
Did she?
She sure did.
Good girl, baby!
And she looks great.
She looks great.
She looks fantastic.
She looks way better than she ever did on the show.
Jiggly Caliente transitioned, Sonique transitioned, Monica Beverly Hills transitioned.
Monica Beverly Hills is what I'm talking about, because I believe she was the original.
She was on the show and she identified as a transgender woman, but she hadn't fully transitioned.
And the thing is, I don't really care either way. I'm just curious as if to like maybe update like what we're doing here in terms of being like inclusive. Maybe they just were like, that rule is stupid.
Maybe they did. I think for me, I just don't want my fear is that Peppermint, like some of the other queens that have anything resembling notoriety prior to the show, is that she's going to go far because of the notoriety and not talent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a good chance.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a lot of queens, but we are not naming names. Fonda. Anyway.
Fonda. Naming names is my favorite. Sasha Velour was next. She
Sasha
gave me
Velour.
like angina at first, but it's
Angina,
because of the baldness.
Sure.
And what was it, Princess?
I think angina, Princess, and also for the second time this season, a little Violet Chachki.
A little Violet
in the face.
But you know what? Listen, as much shit as I talked about Violet Chachki in her season to myself in my living room,
you talked
technically to my dog, she was beautiful and the style was good, but her personality was.
There it is.
Whatever.
Well,
anyway.
Sasha Velour is like the Violet Chachki with not only like the ability to talk about like a lot. And I feel like they're probably going to use that against her. They're going to make her seem like a long-winded queen, which I can identify with. However,
YouTube channel.
I like
long-winded queens. What do you mean?
There it is. That's the whole reason we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her outfit. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it, and I liked the way that she approaches drag, the way she describes drag. She approaches it not only from an enthusiastic standpoint, but from someone who's an artistic standpoint, and somebody that's done their research.
I like that.
She didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to be a drag queen because I can.
I mean, that's what I did.
That's exactly what I did. But I can look at Sasha and appreciate that. So she's going to be one to watch. I hope they don't give her the Max edit where she just gets weird one episode and they send her home.
Yeah.
That
was actually kind of bullshit because Max had some skills.
Max won like 2 challenges and she went home like 5th or 6th.
It doesn't make sense. But
anyway.
I liked her outfit. I loved like the pink Big Bird kind of situation.
She was a Muppet.
Also, the lips were perfect.
I
need to know what that lipstick's called. I need to know if I could wear it.
Yeah. She's a pink Muppet.
I love it.
A bald pink Muppet with amazing lips.
She gave a description of drag that I wrote down because I like it so much, and it was the art form of the queer imagination, and I really like that. I like the identification as like queer. I like that you don't have to fit in a box, you don't have to do that. And like let's be honest, that's why I like drag queens. Honestly.
There you go.
Also her lashes. Perfect.
True.
Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee is either going to be like top 5 or first like 3 to go. I can't decide with Shea Coulee. I can't.
I love the fucking like shoulder piece that she was wearing, like Nefertiti, like African goddess.
I really wanted her to say Nefertiti. I really wanted her to.
Of Well, here's the thing about words. It's not her strong point.
That's a running theme with these queens. A lot of them don't know how to talk.
She's one of those queens that also talks around her lipstick, I feel like. I need to get better at that because I think I just like stop wearing lipstick. It like comes off and I'm just like, fuck it. But I love like the hat was like a corset, fashion queen. Bougie Banshee is probably an accurate description for who I am. And her contacts look kind of painful, and that's actually what I wrote down.
I didn't have a whole lot to say about Shea Coulee. I think I'm intrigued. I think the one thing I wrote down is it's like I hope we get to see her live up to the hype and the resume that she gave herself.
Yeah, oh my god.
Because she
was one of those ones who was like, I'm not nervous about this fucking interview. I can do this. I can do this.
I can dance. I can do this. I can do this.
And
I'm like
Rosé. Like, she just had a lot to say about herself.
A whole lot to say about herself.
Trinity Taylor, and I really like that she kind of looked like an Ursula C. bitch.
I like the wig.
The wig was perfect.
She was another one where I'm just kind of like, you have a very strong opinion about yourself, and that's good. It's 2017, and you are a homosexual and a drag queen, which means society's not going to try and make you feel great about yourself. So it's good that she can do that. I'm just like, let's see if the talent matches the hype.
Also, another case of like bondage boobs with the outfit, which I don't know. It's because my boobs have to stay inside of a casing all day. I just don't really.
Well,
I like
she can take her boobs
look.
off. So.
She said she's a pageant queen, but like I like that she was to look edgy with like the ear covers.
Mm-hmm.
And her brows were like really far apart, which is just something I don't understand. That's because I don't have to super glue my eyebrows. I'm drawing new eyebrows. Yeah. I just let them be who they are because I'm a woman.
Aesthetically, she was interesting to look at.
Yes.
She's one of those ones where I'm like, you're either going to be fun to listen to or not.
Or not fun to listen to. But we're going to find out soon. Valentina is next.
Valentina.
And I'm just going to say, from my own personal opinion, a front bun on a giant hair.
Interesting.
Great, though. No, I want to do it.
Okay.
I can do it. It's just because I like, here's the thing, I like 2, 3, 4, 5 buns. Like, I'm into buns. But the hair was nice and big.
I love big hair.
I like the color of her hair.
Amazing.
I like her. I like that she's actually one of the few queens that does like a lined brow, which is a look that I've seen in makeup recently, but not like really heavy. People are trying to grow brows, but like for those who don't have any eyebrows, I get it. Her dress though, the way it came up over her chest, because I think it was neoprene, it was just very awkward. Like it bubbled, and I was like, that's distracting me from everything. She used the word luxuriate.
Because, English is clearly not her first language.
I need an explanation.
Look, I think luxuriate needs to be the word of the season.
I'm going to get a shirt, and it's going to say luxuriate.
Luxuriate. Well, next episode we can talk about astigmatism.
Yeah.
Because, pageant queens have astigmatism. But anyway.
Me too.
Personality-wise, I like Valentina. I think it's
going to take a minute, because she said, I'm a little girl, and I was like, I just don't like when grown-ups call themselves little girls. It's a personal issue, but also it just sounds really fucking
It's like,
stupid.
uses makeup to bring out the young girl in you. Like, that's just awkward.
I'm a little girl. Like, little girls don't wear makeup ideally.
Unless if they have parents who pay attention, they don't.
But she had great spike lashes, too.
She did. She looked great.
She looked great. She like, her makeup was honestly, like, I had no comments. It was perfect.
I was going to say, there wasn't...
It was on point. It looked like her character, like, what she was trying to embody. The makeup was definitely doing it for me. The hair was doing it for me. The dress, I already told my opinion on it, so I'm...
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're somewhat pressed for time. Yeah. Last season, from the Meet the Queens, the two of us, without even discussing it, both picked who turned out to be the top 3 queens.
I love it.
We ended up disagreeing with the inclusion of one of those 3 by the end of the season, but we're not going to get into that.
We're not.
But by the beginning of next episode, which we're going to be filming soon, I need to figure out who my top 3 are, because it's hard.
I got 2.
It was so easy.
This season of Queens, I can honestly say, and I commend Rupaul, and I commend all the people who go through the selection process. This season of Queens, even in their Meet the Queens, the polished look of these girls, these bitches are about to fucking scratch each other's eyes out, and I'm just here to watch on the couch while I drink rosé.
Drink rosé, watch from the couch, and just do all the ignorant commentary that we were clearly born to do, since we can't be bothered to do anything.
I don't have a lot of skills.
I almost said selective, but I meant to say, worthwhile. Money-making, lucrative is the one I'm trying to say.
There you go.
We can't be bothered
I have a specific set of skills, and most of them involve like talking shit and having like a great set of boobs.
So we are really excited to bring you our commentary on season 9, all 14 of you that are gonna watch.
Yep.
And I
Love
love,
you guys. You
we
guys
love,
are
we love you
fucking
guys. We love getting to play good cop, bad cop on the drag queens and RuPaul and just be ridiculous. So
enjoy.
Enjoy.
And we're really excited to share the season with you guys. I'm editing this season, so just like prepare for it not to be edited.
I mean, you'll have help.
Understanding.
I was gonna say, I know there might be weeks where you're gonna be like, Alex, I need to not do this.
I need to not do this because I'm not gonna do it. But we're on it. We're back, and we're really excited. We hope you guys are back with us. And this looks like it's gonna be a fucking lit ass season.
It's gonna be an amazing season. We cannot wait.
Do it, bro.
Do you have questions, comments, things that we overlooked?
Subscribe and comment.
Things that you disagreed with. We love when people disagree with us.
Love it
but
so much.
if you're going to disagree, please explain why. Be mean if you want, but if you want to be taken seriously, back up your claims, is all we're going to say. Anyway, love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.